What's up, fam? Okay, what up guys? So, welcome to another YouTube video. Okay, welcome to another YouTube video. I'm super excited for this video because there's a okay, my cat is literally like, okay. So I'm super excited about this YouTube video because I'm gonna show you guys a vegetarian, healthy empanada recipe. I've made them only once, so this is like my second time making them, but it's really good and it's super healthy. Like, it's not fried, there's like barely any oil. I don't even cook with oil or butter or anything. And it's really healthy. So what I'm gonna do is the vegetarian one. So the filling is gonna be like a soy beef, like a ground beef that's like made out of soy, so it's not real beef. And then the actual dough is gonna be made out of sweet potatoes. I don't even use flour, so just like kind of sweet potatoes and some other flour substitute that I use. So I'm gonna show you guys how I make this vegetarian sweet potato empanada. So stay tuned for the recipe and I will see you guys next time. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh my God, hello. Okay, so these are the ingredients that I'll be using for this empanada recipe. For seasoning the meat, I use cumin, paprika, some salt. I have this pink Himalayan salt, black pepper, and garlic seasoning. You could literally just use it separately. If you have like garlic powder and just salt and pepper, that works too. I have some garlic. I have this beefless ground beef, and this is from Trader Joe's. And very good macros. And then this is like the substitute for the beef. So I have 2 packets of these. For the dough, I'm gonna be using the sweet potatoes, so I'll be boiling these. I also have some onions. It tastes better if you chop up your own onions, but I wanted to save some time, so I got the chopped ones. And then I also have some green onions in here. And then I'm also gonna use these Maggi cubes. These are Maggi cubes that I'm gonna be using for seasoning the meat. If you're trying to do it in a vegetarian way, you can get these cubes. You can get the vegetable bouillon cubes. This is like the chicken flavored, but you can get the veggie flavored ones for seasoning the meat instead. Alright guys, what's up? So what I'm gonna do first is boil the sweet potatoes because this is what the main thing for the dough. So this, I also forgot, wow, how could I have forgotten? You also have to use, this is going to be part of the dough, so I totally forgot to mention this, but you're gonna use power cakes, Kodiak cakes, on top of the sweet potatoes for dough because if you use, you're gonna use mostly sweet potatoes, but if you use also this, a little bit of this, it helps to keep the consistency really well, so it makes it kind of like a dough form, which really helps with the empanada dough. So you're gonna be using this as well. This is Power Cakes by Kodiak Cakes. This is like just the buttermilk flavor. Having a plain flavor really helps to just make your own flavor out of it. So this is that. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is actually, oh, these sweet potatoes are gross. I just bought these, but they're like, they don't look that good. I got these really small ones because it's easier to boil and have them soft. So I'm gonna boil some water and then I'm gonna put these in there, but I'm gonna wash these first. And then I'm just gonna boil water with just like, you know, a normal pot. Okay, so I have the water boiling. I'm gonna add some salt into the pot because it helps the water heat up faster. So you only need about a pound of sweet potato. I'm gonna just like kind of eye it. Like I said, this is the second time that I'm making this, so I'm kind of like just doing what I remember from the first time. The first time was pretty good, but I know I could improve on it. So I would say about a pound of sweet potato that you're gonna be boiling, and then you're also going to need about a cup of the Kodiak Cakes. Honestly, Kodiak Cakes is amazing. I am not sponsored by them, so I'm not like hyping them up for no reason. I actually cook with Kodiak Cakes all the time, and I make a lot of recipes with it because it's very good macros and it's a very good healthy option. Oh my goodness. Hello, hello, hello. So my cat is a cone head right now. He had some surgery, but he's a cone head. He's super cute in the cone. Like, I don't even want to take it off because he looks so freaking cute in it. And he's like super miserable in it, but he just looks so cute. So I don't want to take him out. As I'm waiting on the sweet potatoes to boil, I'm gonna cook up that meat that I was talking about. So like I said, this is not real meat. These are really good macros, and these are made out of soy. So it's made out of soy protein and other things. So it's a very good vegetarian option. You could also use chicken, ground chicken, shrimp, real beef, whatever you prefer. What I'm gonna do is heat up this big pan. I don't cook with oils. So when I cook, I just cook with sprays. I just use this instead of real oil. So this is the butter spray. So I'm just gonna spray the pan. I heat it up. I put the pan on medium heat. And then the first thing I'm gonna do is add onions and garlic. So if you're like South Asian or Asian or something and you've ever seen your mom cook, they always cook with like onions and garlic first, and then they like let that heat up and just put a lot of oil, but they just let it heat up for like a long time to be like brown and kind of like a curry paste, and then they add their meat and stuff. So that's kind of like the same thing that I'm gonna do, just kind of going about like what I've seen my mom do as a kid. So I'm gonna do about half of this and then see how I feel. One thing I want to say is that I don't really measure a lot of things when it comes to cooking. I'm gonna measure out the flour substitute, and I'm also gonna like measure out the potatoes, but I'm not gonna measure out like onions and garlic. Like, I just go about how I feel and, you know, how it looks to me. I want to say you should use a whole medium onion. Chop up a whole medium onion and use that for this recipe. Actually, I'm gonna add more too, just because it doesn't look as full as I want. So I put the sweet potatoes on medium heat to just let it kind of boil down, and then I also have the onions on medium heat, and then I'm gonna add some garlic. I would say I like a lot of garlic, so I'm gonna do about 2 tablespoons of garlic. Another thing that I usually do is in the onions and garlic, that's when I start seasoning as well. So just because it helps bring a little bit more flavor and aroma into it, I'm gonna add half of this into the onions and garlic while it's cooking, and then I'm gonna add the other half during the actual cook of the meat. Yes, I wash my hands after I touch my cat before I cook, because I know there's like haters saying, oh my god, you touched your cat and then you cooked, blah blah blah. Like, my cat is probably cleaner than your kitchen, let me just say that, but I wash my hands after I touch my pet and then I cook. Hello! If you guys could only see how needy he is. Hello. Oh, not his butthole. Hello, my conehead. Hi. Conehead. Who's a conehead? I'm gonna let the sweet potatoes really start cooking so they can get really soft so I can mash it easily. So once the onions are a pretty good golden brown color, then I'm gonna add the ground beef. I'm gonna add another. Okay. Woo. So now what I'm gonna do is turn the heat down a little bit to like a little bit lower. I'm also going to add the other half of that chicken cube, and then I'm gonna add another full chicken cube. So it's gonna be about 2 chicken cubes that you're gonna be adding. Or if you're vegetarian and you don't wanna use the flavored cubes, then you can totally use the vegetable flavored cubes. They have veggie flavored, so you don't need to be using this one. I'm gonna flavor this with cumin. I'm gonna say about a tablespoon of cumin, a teaspoon of paprika. So I just tasted it. Seasoning is perfect to me, so I'm not gonna add anything else to the seasoning. Wow, it tastes really good. So I'm just gonna leave it and just let it simmer a little bit and turn the heat off. So if you guys didn't already know, I am very short. I am 4'10", so I'm not even 5 foot, and everything that I have to get in my apartment, I always have to get with tongs because I'm so short. So like everything that's high up, I can't get it unless my roommate is here, but my roommate's not. So I'm like, when she's not here, I'm left using tongs for everything. So there's a bowl up here and I have to use tongs to get it. So we shall see. Got it. So I'm gonna use this bowl to mix the sweet potatoes and the flour to kind of make the dough. I'm going to add about a cup of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is what the empanadas look like. Like I said, they're not that pretty, but this will have to do. So like I said, you could eat the leftover meat with rice, or what I think would be a great idea is getting some peppers, like some bell peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers, and cutting the top open and then emptying out the insides and then putting the ground meat inside, or the fake meat inside of the peppers, and then stuffing it with some veggies, some cheese on top. That's a great healthy meal as well. So I think with the rest of it, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make some stuffed bell peppers with it and then eat some with some rice as well. But that's how many empanadas you're gonna get with that dough. The empanadas I made, they're pretty big. These are pretty big empanadas. So I made about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I made 7 empanadas and they're pretty big. They're not mini ones, so pretty good size. If you want to make more, go for it and, you know, boil some more potatoes and do more dough and stuff, because there's a lot of meat. But it's always nice to have some extra meat as well.
3 weeks later.
All right. So my alarm just went off for the empanadas. So I put them in the oven for 350 degrees. On 350 degrees for about, I want to say about 30 minutes. I just checked them and they look pretty done. So let's go check it out. Yes. These smell so good. guys for watching this video, and if you like this video, if you want more recipes and stuff, please give this video a thumbs up and a like, just so I know what kind of videos you guys like. And please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more recipes, if you want to see more workouts, more tips for living a healthier lifestyle and not really binging and starving and stuff like that. Like, I like to live a life where I'm happy eating the foods that I love and, you know, not feeling bad about it when I'm eating something that I love, like a donut and stuff. So if you guys enjoy the way that I do things, if you enjoy this video, if you enjoyed like my recipes and my cooking, my tips and stuff like that, please subscribe to my channel so you can see more of it, and I will see you guys in the next video.